seen what you can do, oh God of wonder. Your power has no end. The things you've done before, in greater measure, you will do again.
In 1890, a man named T.H. Bates arrived in Perth, gathered 11 other followers of Jesus to take communion. Out of these initial gatherings around the table would form a church who would continue to meet in the city for the next 132 years and counting. A fellowship most commonly known as City Church of Christ. It was a Kairos moment, one of those moments where God moves in an extraordinary way. From those early foundations, over the century to come would also grow a movement of over 60 churches, the Churches of Christ in Western Australia.
'Cause there's no prison wall you can break through, no mountain you can move, all things are possible. There's no broken body you can raise, no soul that you can save, all things are possible.
Now, like any church, there would come seasons of great flourishing and seasons of great adversity. Perth City itself would experience extraordinary changes over the century to come. When the 130th anniversary of City Church was approaching in 2020, the elders knew that if the church was to survive, it was time for a change. And they asked us at True North if we would replant the church for a new season ahead. You know, it was an easy answer for us. 4 years earlier, our church had spent a significant season of seeking God's vision for our future, and very clearly landed on a phrase that we would become a center for renewal as we passionately pursue the presence of God. We felt called to be part of a movement beyond ourselves, to play our part in seeing churches renewed, revitalized, and thriving for the future.
Let hope arise, death is overcome. You already won, oh God of revival.
You know, the city of today is not the city of 1890. It's not even the city of 1990. Perth is home to more people than ever before, more connected globally than ever before, enjoying a higher standard of living than ever before. Yet despite all the sunshine, it sometimes seems more lost, more lonely, more wandering than ever before. It's a city with a dream lifestyle, but also a city that can lull to sleep. It's one that can be rich with comfort, even luxury, but sometimes starved for meaning, for purpose, for direction. Some wander from one pursuit to the next, chasing one dream to the next. Others experience the profound loneliness of modern life. Some feel left behind in a city where so many appear to have it all, and many have never had more, yet are missing the love, joy, and peace only found in awakening to life in Christ.
Come awaken your people, come awaken the city. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Every stronghold will crumble, I hear the chains hit the ground. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Come awaken your people, come awaken the city. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Every stronghold will crumble, I hear the chains hit the ground. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out.
Our heart, our vision, is to see a tribe of believers living by love right in the heart of our city. Loving God, loving others, a city on a hill, shining light that awakens wanderers to life in all its fullness. We believe this is another Kairos moment. For more than a century, the movement of churches has tended to be from that city center outward, but the city center of the future needs thriving churches for the future. You know, when we first joined with City Church for worship over on Aberdeen Street, there was an old piano just sitting against the wall, not really being used, random stuff sitting on top of it. And it wasn't until we were moving out of that building that it got dusted off and someone played a few notes on it. It turned out it wasn't any old piano. It was 103 years old, a piano that for more than a century, through all the changes that have swept through our city, our churches, a piano that has brought out music that led people into the presence of God. And when I look at it now, I can't help but think of all the times some faithful follower of Jesus sat down and played it. Music that awakened some wanderer to a new life in Christ. Music that led followers of Jesus deeper into his presence. Music that played through good seasons and hard seasons. Different music in different eras, but somehow always the same song. Last year, at our Imagine conference, we brought this piano to the front center of a moment. After a long time of sitting dormant against the wall, suddenly, it was leading hundreds of people into the presence of God again. New music, same song, for a new day. You know, for years, this piano had been just sitting there, patiently waiting for its moment. Still full of just as much potential now as it was 100 years ago. Full of incredible music still waiting to be played. Just in need of a fresh set of hands to bring that music out.
Let hope arise, death is overcome. You've already won, oh God of a revival.
You know, I believe this is what God has for us, replanting City Church as we launch True North City. 132 years strong, a church still full of extraordinary potential, just waiting for a fresh pair of hands to come along and bring fresh music out of it. The things he's done before, we believe he can do again. It's what renewal is all about. We are invited to be part of another Kairos moment, to gather a tribe of people who will live by love, loving God, loving others. Imagine what he might do once more through a small group of people who simply gather around Jesus. Imagine what God might do through your hands, through our hands, in a new day, for a new future as True North City.